day, everyone. I would like to thank you, everyone. I'd like to thank those 10 of you, 11, who have subscribed to my channel, who are watching the videos that I make, who are watching the opinions that I have, who are sharing, who are subscribing, who are liking, who are commenting. I'd like to thank you, guys. I know you could have probably used your data, your time for something else, but I appreciate you taking your time to watch my opinions. It doesn't go unnoticed. I will mention you guys when we hit million subscribers, 1.5 million, 2 million there, and all that. But I really appreciate what you guys are doing. So today, what I want to do is talk about the transfer seasons that we have had, focusing on the previous 5 seasons that we have had, because there's been a lot of talks about players not fitting into the Chiefs' way of playing. Then, which led me to ask myself, do we have a way of playing? Do we have a way of playing? Because if you look at the previous 5 seasons that we have had, the closest that we have come to winning a trophy was in the PSL under Middendorp and in the CAF Champions League under Gavin Hunt. So every one of you, if not 99.9 of you, will agree that will say that is not Chiefs' way of playing. But then, do we have a way of playing or we've got a way that we used to play? Does Chiefs currently have a way of playing, which is a system that most clubs use to acquire players? You know, they don't buy players because they are good. They buy players because they are good and can fit into their system. But recently, it looks like we've been buying players because they are playing good in their respective clubs. So, but then, which led me to say, okay, maybe let me look at our previous signings that we have had, and then scrutinize them and see how has our signings been, and why and how and what have we been signing. So I will start at 2018, 2019. We had 14 signings that we brought this seasons. I will just mention them, but I will also put them here. So with every signing, I will put them here so you can see them as I talk about them. So we had, as you can see, we had Kamabiliat, we had Freeze, we had Manyama, we had Akpei, we had Frosla, we had Dax, we had Mirwa, we had Pesen, Olusimbi, Godinho, Liklotlo, Mashiani, Molefi, and Blom coming from development. Out of these 14 players, we have we have 2 players left. We have Frosla and Mashiani, and only Frosla is a regular now. Okay, so we have 14 players from this season. Okay, now let us move to 2019-2020. By the way, previously it was under Solinas and Middendorp. Middendorp came towards the end, and we lost Nedbank Cup, I think, towards the end there. Hadebe making a foul that led to a penalty that Lipasa will never forget, where he scored against us, against TS Galaxy. Then let us look into 2019-2020 season. We had 8 incomings in this season. We had Lazarus Kambule, we had Anthony Akumu, we had James Kote, we had Bakas, we had Sassman, we had Milkovic, we had Sifama, we had Twala. 8 players. Out of these 8 players, how many do we still have left? 0. No one is left from these players. At 8 coming, and currently we have no one left on the season. So let's go to 2021. Okay, 2021 anyway, we had no transfers because of the ban. So we had I think we had only Maluleka, or no, this we're going out. Okay, we will not mind this. So we had no coming. We only had players from development coming in. But now let us go to 21-22. We had Dolly, we had Nange, we had Sohota. These ones were waiting. Nange, Sohota, and Kanti, and Dube, and Peterson were waiting for us to have the transfer ban lifted to join us. But let me read them again, as you can see them here. We have Dolly, we had Nange, we had Sohota, we had Mabiliso, we had Cole, we had Kanti, Njabulu Ngobo, who was best player at Swallows and best defender in the PSL that season. We had Dube, we had Sefama, we had Peterson, and we had Tibid. Out of these 11 players, how many do we still have got left? Who are those? Dolly, Kanti, Ngobo, and Peterson, the goalkeeper. So meaning 7 out of those, bye-bye, have left us. Now let us go to 2022-2023, which is the previous two seasons back. We had Dupree, Saile, Mart, Kunika, Steve, Matlati, Solomons, Matlo, Dove, Zwane, Duba, Shabalala, McCarthy, and Caleb. So we had 14 coming in, and only has left us. I've not seen one deal this season. I've not seen Duba. I'm not sure if he's still with us or not. But one player that we know that he has left us is Caleb. We know he has left. Okay, from previous season, we still have got 13 from that season. This season, of course, we had 9 coming in. Of course, all of them are still with us because they only came this season. But you never know. We might release someone. But then, what is my point, guys? Let us look at the previous 3 seasons before this previous 2 seasons, before 2022, 2023, and 2023, 2024. Let us look at those seasons. How many players did we have coming in those seasons? How many players did we have coming in? So we had so many players, but we've got only 6 from that season. So we've got we had over 33 coming in. 33 coming in that season. The previous 3 seasons, and we've got only 6. So let me just confirm. Let me just make sure about that, because we've got 14 from this. We've got 11 from that, and we have 8 from that. 13, 11, 19 plus 13 is 32. But how many do we have got left? Only got 6. So from 32, we've got 6 players, only 6 players left. Meaning from 32, 26 had to leave us in 3 seasons. 26 had to leave us. Meaning from 32 that we have signed, only 6 made the cut. Though the 26 that have left us, because did they leave us because they are not fitting the Chiefs system, or they did not find a system, or why did we acquire them? What was the criteria to get them to come into Chiefs? Because 26 is a very big number. It's a very worrisome number. If you have got 32 players coming in, you've got 26 leaving. I wonder how many Sundowns players from 5 seasons back are still at Sundowns now. You know, I'm making Sundowns because they are an example of South African football. They are our image right now. They've got consistent football they've been playing from way back. But then coming back to Chiefs, 26 coming in, and only 26 out of 32 have left us. Only 6 left. What attributes to that? Is it because maybe Renosaina, Arasaini, based on our system? Do we have a system? Only Hunt and Middendorp were close to winning us trophies with Scope and Donald. Is that our system, Marcus? Will we accept that as our system? Is there a system that will win us trophies? Maybe we need to sit back and think, maybe we don't have a system. Maybe we need to find our system. Because Molefi, Ntseki and Zwane are trying to have our system, but is it working for us? No. Only Middendorp was close to winning us trophies. Only Hunt was close to winning us KEF that Sundowns is unable to get to the finals of. Hunt was able to get there with Scope and Donald. Maybe because we really need to look at our ways, at our football and think maybe we need to rethink our system. I'm not saying Scope and Donald should be our system, but I'm saying maybe we need to be realistic and realize that times have moved. We don't have your Jaupules, we don't have your Mavedi, we don't have your Shuzmushu, we don't have your Fredericks, we don't have your Mbezuma. Maybe we need to look at, okay, what can we do now? What system can we play now? And even if we want to continue the system that we had before, maybe there is a process to get there. You can't just build that system in one season. There is no way you can build that system in one season, because that's what is going to happen is what is happening now. Things are not going to click. Any system, if you are trying to build, things are not going to click at some point. You are going to try some things, are not going to work. So we need to get a winning methodology first. Then from there, we try to build our system. We cannot try to build that system from scratch and expect it to win. No ways. We cannot want to win building that system from scratch with new players. No ways. A system is good when you've got players that are there that have got the core. Then the coming players can ask them, how do we do this? How does this work? Then you can build from that system. You cannot really want to build a new system with 23 players. You can't. You can't do that. Because if you look at the current players that have come in the last five years, 13, okay, let me just confirm, 9 have come this season and 13 have come previous season. So we've got 22 from these 2 seasons only. Add 6 from those, so we've got 28 that have come there recently. Which one of those players have got our system that we want to build? Do we really think that we can just build that system from scratch without anyone having the template and have it working immediately? We can't. We can't. All these players are still learning the coach. All these coaches are still learning the system. All these 2 entities are still learning each other. How do you expect to get that system working immediately? It can't, guys. There's no way that can work. We really need to be patient with what we want to build. Our management is failing us, but if we keep on putting pressure on the coaches, we will do this every season. There is no coach who can come and get the system running immediately. No ways. Because there is no core. There is no foundation currently. So you cannot expect the system to immediately run. No ways. We have to try to build and realize, okay, this is not working, this player is not fitting, then we take them out, we get new players. Probably that's going to take 2 to 3 seasons. It cannot work. Molefi only has about five games. And we are already shouting at him. Did we really expect him to get it right in 5 games? Come on, let us be realistic. There is no way he was going to get it right in 5 games. There was no way he was going to get the system right in 5 games. Yeah, maybe you've got different opinions about him being the right coach. But did we really expect the system to be working in 5 games? You know, some other times we don't see if things are going to work, because we've got different entities. We've got the keeper, we've got defenders, we've got attackers, we've got midfield. For the system to work, all those things have to work together. But then you cannot get them right all at the same time. There has to be trial and error. And unfortunately, trial and error comes with what? Losses. That's what it comes with. But if we're going to rush our coaches immediately when something does not go right and go at them, we are going to do this every time, guys. We are going to do this every time. We are going to kick everyone. There's no coach who's going to be able to transform our team, because every coach is going to come and start a system from scratch, and they're never going to get it right immediately. It's never going to happen. Pizzo in his first season at Mamelodi Sundowns, what happened? They were fighting relegation there. Sundowns fans were throwing stones at him. Look at Pizzo now. Look at Sundowns now. Imagine if they had kicked him out that time. I'm not saying Ntseki is the best coach that we are going to have, or we have had, or we have. But I'm saying whichever coach we have, even Ntseki now, we need to be patient with everything that we are doing. We cannot get it right immediately, guys. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. We need to have a system working first, then get the right players for that system. Unfortunately, some of these players that have come in are not going to be right for this system. They have to be taken out. Then we get the players that are right for the system. But until we build a system, we are never going to get anything right. We are never going to get anything right. That is my 2 cents, Marcos.